Hey guys!
Hey guys!
Today we're talking about Sonic 3 and what we thought of it. We might be a little late, but yeah, let's get into it. And do you have anything to say before we do?
Yeah, we just watched Sonic 3 yesterday. Way better than I thought. Let's get into it.
There will not be spoiler free in here, so we will dive into spoilers right after this clip. So if you didn't get the memo, we're diving fully into spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, go into the description. I'll leave 3C Films spoiler-free review. Now let's get into some spoilers. So in the movie, we follow Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails with some new characters, Gerald, Shadow, and Maria. And they are going on a journey to stop Shadow and Gerald from using a machine.
And Robotnik.
Yeah, technically. Robotnik joins them, and then they need to stop them from using the machine to destroy the Earth, because in the movie we find out they all had a reason Gun took away from them. And basically, yeah, they go and have to fight them, all while Shadow is taking them down and slowing them down.
Perfect.
Do you have anything else? I'm trying to, let me think, but you say the little tidbits I missed for now.
Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails have Tom and...
Forgot her name.
Dang it.
It doesn't matter.
Madison.
Maddie.
They have Tom and Madison join them. So then they're also part of the scheme, and they help them find the last key cards, because the commissioner, isn't that his name?
Commissioner Walter, I think, yeah.
Commissioner Walter, before he died, he handed Sonic one of the keys you need
For the big
for
machine.
the gun machine, or GUN, and he's like, I trust you with this. And they need 2 of those to find and use the GUN.
Yeah, so they go to Tom and Maddie, and they have to plan to stop Ivo and Gerald to get the key. They all get captured by, forgot her name, Rockwell. They all get captured by Rockwell in a gravity thing where one will take you up, one will take you down. And
they call Knuckles. They're like, Knuckles, break the glass in case of emergencies.
Everything fails. So then Tom gets up, becomes Commissioner... almost said Gordon. Wrong movie. Commissioner... not Rockwell. Commissioner Walter. There we go.
Perfect.
And he becomes that character, says, give me the key card. She does.
Mm-hmm.
And
so now they have both key cards.
He runs and he's like, I've got the key card. Shadow sees him and he's like, you took everything from me. Punches him as hard as he can. And then we get a recreation of Shadow and Maria's scene with Sonic and Tom. He's taken to the hospital. Sonic finds out that he's very mad now. So he's like, give me the emerald to Knuckles.
Yeah.
And after that, he's like, I warn you, but I will do it. So then we cut to the Knuckles show's Wade Whipple, who was trained in that show. She's never seen it, but she probably will.
You are killing this summary.
So they grab the Master Emerald. Sonic keeps beating up Shadow, getting really mad because of what happened. Then eventually, when they keep fighting, when he's about to land his final blow, he stops, and he's like, this isn't me. So then they're sitting down, and now they're like, we gotta team up and stop Gerald from destroying the planet. Also,
Can I pause you for 1 second?
Yeah, one more thing. Ivo didn't know about this, but yeah, Stone one time called in. He's like, I don't think they told you the whole plan. Ivo's like, you're just sad because I now have a relative. And then Ivo's like, wait, what? When they
We
find
don't
out
want
they're
to blow up the whole world.
So yeah, you can say the tidbits. But we have 2 post-credit. I just want to finish, sorry. And then they destroy it. Ivo sends a message and allegedly dies. I don't think he's coming back. Rest in peace, Jim Carrey's actor.
He's amazing.
Or Jim Carrey, the actor. And
Jim Carrey's actor?
Yeah.
Whoever played Jim Carrey, great job.
So then they're introduced again as a family, and they're having fun.
Tom's okay.
Yep. He has a cast, though. And then we have 2 post-credit scenes. One where we're introduced to Metal Sonic, and Sonic fights him, finds out there's way more, and then we find out about Amy Rose. And then I think the second one is Shadow picks up his ring from the moon, I believe, and he's coming into the next movie.
Oh yeah.
Now, before she's... Actually, no. You can say it later, because that's not part of the tidbits.
One thing that's so cool is the reason why Sonic was like, this isn't me, is because Shadow touches him like here. And that's when...
I didn't even
That's
notice
where
that.
Tom tapped Sonic when he was like, it's so amazing that all of you, with all you've gone through, you still...
You still push through.
Yeah, I don't know. You're still you. You're still good. You
Yeah.
didn't let it get to you. I don't know. They poke the same spot and it reminds him of Tom.
So is that all the tidbits you had to say? For now, that will be all the tidbits, so we can say into what we thought. So
I want to say one more tidbit, and if I can think of
Okay.
anything else,
Okay.
then that's it, and then we'll go into our review.
Not going to be as long as the Inside Out 2 review.
Yes, I am so
promise
sorry,
that.
you guys. I am so
So if you
sorry.
watched it, you're a true trooper.
I am so sorry. Okay. Another
Bye.
thing is that at first, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles think that they're gonna have to team up with Robotnik. Because they see these drones, find out that it's not Robotnik's.
You just go watch the movie, then it will make more sense. We can't summarize everything.
And then
Sorry.
they find his grandfather.
Oh.
Did they find Shadow with the grandfather?
They find out Shadow before the grandfather.
They find Shadow, then the grandfather. One last tidbit. The reason why Sonic has to use the emerald is because he's fighting a hedgehog. They're both like mythical, powerful, fast hedgehog beings. Like, it's a fair fight. How are they gonna win the battle against a hedgehog? Especially if it's one hedgehog versus one. That's why he uses the magic emerald.
So the first highlight I want to say is, what was that dance scene with the lasers? I guess they had to fit in funny scenes because it's so serious.
funny.
But they're just like, they're like just doing the airplane
When they
that a
did the
couple
dirty
does.
dancing thing.
They-
when
yeah, they just
jump
do
up
the-
into the arms. What is that?
It just is weird. Don't let that take away from the movie, though. It doesn't ruin it at all. This movie, I'm gonna say, is one of the most depressing in a good way, and one of the most intense of the Sonic franchise.
Emotional.
Yes, depressing. This ain't no It Ends With Us. I've never seen the movie. Wait, I think I named the wrong movie. Never mind.
No, I think you're right.
Where the crawdads sing. Anyways. So, another highlight I do want to say is that final battle, that was nice. One thing I want to say, if you ever, mentioned the movie Wonder or something to me, like the battling scene between the bullies, I probably wouldn't like it. I'm not always into intense sequences where they're beating the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Intensely. Like in Spider-Man No Way Home, spoilers if you somehow haven't seen it, Peter Parker is beating the crap out of Green Goblin because he killed his aunt. But I just don't like when movies are so intense with their violence. Even if there's no blood.
I just remembered. So there's a scene in...
Are you talking about the one where they go to a Chow Garden and then Agent Stone goes
there's
on
a
his
scene
laser?
where Sonic is beating the crap out of Shadow and he's like, finish me.
That is what I mentioned in
Finish
the
me.
summary.
I know. And I was thinking, I swear I've seen that so many times. When the good guy gets so filled with rage and revenge and anger that they're like, I am gonna kill this guy.
I mean,
And
allegedly
one
Incredibles.
scene, I just remembered where they literally grab him and punched them through walls is Megamind.
Yeah.
The... whatever the heck his name is. Al?
Hal,
Hal.
I think.
Sorry, I know that's random.
We've gone on different movies. If you've
Yeah.
never seen Where the Crawdads Sing, I've never seen it. Did you enjoy the movie?
I don't remember. I think it was good.
I think it was dark at the end. Anyways, back to Sonic 3. So, the fighting scene, not the laser scene, The fighting scene between Ivo and Gerald was also pretty weird. They were just like scorpion, and the other was a mantis shrimp.
They're so weird.
They are definitely very weird, and it's sad, but also kind of relieving for Sonic fans that Ivo died, because he is just so crazy. And I'm so curious what the fourth movie is going to go. Is it going to go more depressing or more intense? Because I do want to say this. When I first watched Sonic 3, I actually couldn't really get behind the actor of Sonic. Even though they were in the first and second, the voice didn't sit right with me.
The voice actor.
Yeah, the voice actor didn't sit right with me.
I agree.
But I did get used to him because that happens.
You have to.
But also, his jokes, they don't land as much as you'd think. They are trying to be a family movie, but all I'm going to say is, they've done so many intense sequences in that movie that I'm surprised that they're still like trying to go for a family rating when there is constant action in this movie.
There are several things I love about this movie. I love how Sonic finally found a family who loves him with Tails, Knuckles, Tom, Maddie. I love that near the end, Shadow and Sonic, you can tell they're like becoming friends. They understand each other, and we start to understand Shadow isn't that much of a bad guy. He just doesn't understand. I don't know. He has the wrong belief.
An
right?
Easter egg that I really love.
Shadow's like, if I blow up the world, then I'm getting back at GUN. But no, you're blowing up the world.
And one thing I want to say, when I watched the trailer, when he said, if I can't save the world, or if I can't rule the world, I may as well save it. I did not expect him to get blown up by the machine.
What?
I thought he was literally just, that was the scene where he's like, I'm going to go help Sonic now. No, he literally gets blown up at the end of the movie. Insanity. And for all Sonic Adventure 2 fans, I never caught it, but he made an announcement. And, oh my goodness, poor Agent Stone. The dude...
I love Agent Stone.
He's a very fun character. I don't think he was from the... not movies. Games, though. I did have it in mind. I'm trying to remember it. There was okay, you say what you think. I'm trying to remember. Do you have any other things that you liked?
So many things.
Okay, just say yours, I guess.
I might have to rewatch the first and second to, like, really know, because, you know, movies come out, like, a year or two in between each other, so it's been a really long time since I saw the first and second.
I remember what I wanted to say. Can I say it very quickly?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I really liked the third. There were so many fun pieces from, like, how complicated the tech in GUN was with the gravity and the lasers and everything. So many funny scenes with Jim Carrey and clever stuff.
I did want to say the funny scene between Rachel and Randall. They were not in this movie. They were disguises. But she's like, you know what GUN stands for? Yeah, of course. Getting ultra nasty. Do you want me to get nasty? Sorry, I know that was weird, but that scene is just so funny to me for some reason. That's
Rachel's amazing.
Or, I guess, Maddie as Rachel. And I'm surprised... Oh my goodness, I just can't think of forget the quote. Randall, wifey's home! From the second movie. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
The fact they brought those two characters back. Yeah, I already said it, but the fight scene at the end of the movie is insane.
Yeah, I think that was actually a perfect transition, because I was saying the technology and equipment was so cool. Like when they do the Mantis and Scorpion fight, or when they clone themselves, or make their selves sound and look like someone else.
They made a reference.
Such a cool feature.
Some kid said, "Are you Detective Pikachu?" And I'm like, wow, they really poked fun at Tails as Pikachu. And then Knuckles like, he does look like a Pokemon. And I'm like, well, that's Nintendo for you.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, because it was probably a throwaway joke you weren't thinking of.
Yeah.
But Oh my goodness, this line didn't really sit the most right with me. It was just like, it's there. He's like, nice marble, real scary. That actually is real scary, and I'm like, okay.
I don't even know what that means hearing it.
It was the black hole scene. I mean, I guess it could also.
It is scary.
I guess it could also be a funny gag where he's like, Tom, Maddie, we need your help on it. Knuckles, do you mind? Moves him around because they're all chained together. Tom, Maddie. The puppet was weird to me, and anytime I see someone have a puppet that they can't remove, I just think of the beaver. For some reason, I watched that movie a little younger.
I can't remember what scene that was.
I'm a puppet. He had a puppet. Tom.
Oh, his ventriloquy.
Now, I probably got too much that does not matter to me, that are just like throwaways.
It matters
So I think
to you,
Yeah.
because you said it.
If I actually can't think of anything, then, yeah, that's our review.
I have so many things I want to say.
Oh, so I guess
So
say more
many.
things.
You're like, okay, this is going to be 30 minutes again.
If this is... Okay, I hope this video is like 14 minutes, because maybe like 7 minutes of or I don't know. Just say what you want to say, I guess.
Yeah, I think it was a really, really good movie. I like how they had that arc in the beginning of like, are we gonna have to team up with the bad guy? Like, is Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles gonna have to team up with Robotnik to find this mystery hero?
Shadow's story was very dark and very nicely implemented.
Who was your favorite characters from the third?
Oh, from the third. Not Gerald. He's weird.
I think mine is Shadow,
Yeah, that first song...
Maria, Knuckles, Tails. I really like Agent Stone, and I like Robotnik.
I can't really say, but Gerald's entrance into the movie was kind of I did not like his song. Oh, I'm not even...
I don't even remember it. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is weird and funny, but it could be seen as cringeworthy. Like, you're watching it and you're like, oh, what are they doing? But I think
That
that's...
haircut scene was also kind of...
I think-
it was a cool transition, but it was also weird.
Yeah, the weirder the better for Jim Carrey, I think. He
Yeah.
just goes all out into all the roles. He makes it funny. I did like the joke both Robotniks made where they're like, it's not like the same person is playing both of us.
Oh, that was that kind of a hot take. I don't think many people really liked that. I think
It's
I
funny.
think it was just like too much of a poke to the audience watching. They literally broke the fourth wall.
He didn't look like Jim Carrey. So I was like,
Yeah.
Caleb, are both of them played by Jim Carrey?
I'm like, yep.
Maybe I was just slow on that, but I didn't notice.
Literally in the movie, I'm like, not only did they get Jim Carrey back, they got him back twice.
I think another thing we really have to talk about is the ending.
Didn't it? Oh yeah, my sister thought
The
it
emotions
ended there.
behind the ending.
My sister thought it had a perfect ending, and now she's like, why are they making a fourth? Which is 2027.
I don't think it's the perfect ever. Like, I wish Shadow and Robotnik were still there. But I think any time a villain can end... Can we say kill?
Yeah.
I'm going to say kill whether
We
he gets
have.
us demonetized or not.
We're not a kids
Well,
channel.
Sacrifice themselves for the good team. Or for the world. Like, I wouldn't be mad at Robotnik for anything he's ever done if he died to save the world. I mean, he also made the invention that could kill the world, but we won't talk about that.
I'm surprised how, like, I didn't cry, but it was definitely, like, very sad how Agent Stone was his connection. If you didn't already know, there was a scene where he was with Tails, and Tails, like, or Agent Stone's talking to Tails, like, so is he your henchman, or are you his henchman, or his... No, we're all friends. Isn't that you and Robotnik? Yeah, that's totally us.
And really, Agent Stone is like his best friend in Agent Stone's eyes, but
And then
for
in
Robotnik,
the end
he's
of the
probably just an assistant.
At the end of the movie, when Robotnik's making an announcement, oh my goodness, I did not cry, but yeah, so sad. And we're going to cut this a little so our camera doesn't die. So I have gotten out of cam because she probably has more to say than me. I'll come back in if I have more to say, but I'm going to eat a cookie.
As I've gotten older, I just feel like I'm more passionate and actually see the beauty and amazingness behind movies. So like when I was little, I'd be like, wow, it's a mermaid. I love Little Mermaid. But now I can be like, I can't believe she sacrificed her voice for...
Are you really
Her
referencing
legs.
Barbie?
No. That's the Little Mermaid.
Oh, so I didn't know Little Mermaid had a Barbie, or Barbie had a... I don't know.
Anyway. Once again, love the ending. I love Shadow. I thought Keanu Reeves is actually a great voice actor for Shadow. I'm sad that, like, the cutest scenes between Maria and Shadow didn't last that long because she was killed off. I literally was seeing the Maria and Shadow scenes and I'm like, oh, they're so cute. She loves them. And it's always so wholesome when the little kid isn't afraid of the monster. Like, Monsters Inc. Boo isn't afraid of the monsters, but everyone else is. And it's like, oh. I love it. Sonic's revenge plot, I'll call it that, where he steals the emerald and gets so blinded with rage that he's willing to kill him right then and there.
It's not original at all.
Yeah. Seen it multiple times, but I actually think it didn't ruin Sonic's character. A lot of times they'll do that and you're like, oh, you're so stupid. But Sonic caught it in time where I actually don't think it ruined him.
I
as a
think one that I'd
character.
say that did ruin it is My Little Pony. Twilight I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I agree.
Why am I watching My Little Pony movie? Whatever. But I do think that Twilight was way too rude. No, don't do me. No. Twilight was way too rude.
The other side of the room you don't see. I agree. There are times where the villain, or you'd think they're a villain, where the good guy has revenge and it turns it so bad. I know I could say better words, but I can't think of
I
them.
ate my cookie.
Yummy. Yeah, there are times where the good guy will be so blinded with rage that they do the dumbest thing and betray their friends, and it's terrible. But in Sonic, I think because Knuckles and Tails knew what was happening and knew he'd be out of it fast, hopefully, and that they could trust him, it was fine. So I think they did a really good job on that. Once again, crazy that the biggest villains, Shadow, at least in this story, Shadow and Robotnik, sacrifice themselves so that the world doesn't get blown up, even though they have, like, nothing they care about on the world.
I mean, technically.
Crazy.
They did have one quote where, I do want to say 3C Films talked about this in his spoiler review, but he said, like, the quote with Shadow and Maria where it's like the light is, or the star is like,
Yes.
was a very good quote. And then there's like the other quote where it's like, even though you've broken our promise, I won't break mine.
I loved both of those. I'm so glad you brought that up.
So I guess 3C Films has some good quotes that you like too. And the other one is...
They were just really good quotes from the movies, but I couldn't quote them myself.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, the star one was like, the star's basically dead, but you can still see the light shine. And I think because, this could be out of timing, but isn't it because they crack the moon in half that the light shines up more? Is that why?
I have no idea.
Okay. Shadow sees the light, and it reminds him of Maria. And I think that's the moment where he's like, we're gonna save the Earth. Boom.
We never said this for some reason, but they turn golden. Or
Yeah.
I forgot. Comment down below if you want to. If it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
same as Mario, where if they turn super, they can't die. I'm gonna guess yes, because that laser could have evaporated them in probably 5 seconds. Or less.
Yeah, but they did the force field.
No, they became super, and then they stopped the laser from shooting at the Earth.
I thought it was like Violet from Incredibles, where it was a force field.
No.
And they're like, we can't hold it for
They were
much
super.
longer.
They were super. They were Super
They
Sonic
couldn't-
and Super Shadow.
They couldn't die then. Yeah, I don't know if it makes them invincible. Those are all our thoughts. What would you rank the movie out of 10?
8.
I agree. 8.
In the thumbnail, we're probably gonna have the review right here and the poster right here.
Perfect.
Yeah, that was everything we had to say, and a lot that you
Yeah.
had to say about
A lot that you had.
Sonic 3. See you guys in our next video. Bye!
And comment down below if you've seen the movie or want to see the movie, what you thought about it. Bye.